let's go hunt us down some ostriches. Overdrive Ostrich, that is. Now, his weakness is not the spin wheel, but he's easy to kill with the X-Buster, and we can go ahead and get both items in this level, one of which is one of the only 2 useful upgrades in the game. So I feel like it's a good thing to take him on next. You'll normally want to use the spin wheel to deal with those scorpions. It can take them out in one hit. I don't know why I didn't do it there. X could use the exercise, I really don't know. And here is another door we can't enter, and I felt the need to show you that we could not enter it, because I don't think you trust me. We'll be learning we'll be learning why those doors are there in this video. Speaking of seemingly useless things, we're going to go find a very well-hidden empty room. Why is it here? That's something else we'll find out later, but for now, I just really wanted to show you an empty room. And there's proof that it's empty. This level has one of the 2 storms in the Mega Man series, or the X series. There's a snowstorm in X3, and both of them are caused by machines, proving that there is no such thing as bad weather in the Mega Man X universe. A machine that we can blow up by running a bike into it. The bike will respawn behind us because there's a whole lot of places to crash into, and we need it to get the heart tank here. It's kind of tricky to get, and from this point on, if you crash your bike, you can't go back and get another one. So, if you're having trouble with this, and Lord knows I had a lot of trouble with it when I was a kid, pay attention to where I was dashing there, and if you still can't get it, I'll come back here a little later and show you another way of getting it that'll pretty much require you to die, but you can still get it without all the bike trouble. Since we start this game with the ability to dash, it seems odd that we're going to get a leg upgrade, but this leg upgrade lets us dash in midair, which is really handy. For reasons we'll see later. And now I wise up and use the old spin wheel. And that brings us to Overdrive Ostrich. Now, Overdrive Ostrich has 2 forms, the first of which is a rocket. But once we beat it, the boss himself is not too far away. Diet Coke is the drink of champions. So Overdrive Ostrich, as his name implies, is fast. And he pretty much has 4 attacks. He'll run at you, and you just jump over him, or he'll shoot those boomerangs in the air and you can just find the hole in them. He'll also run at you like that, high-stepping all the way, and will kick you quite a distance if he hits you. But he can also just throw a little sonic slicer, it's called. Yeah, but that's easy enough to dodge. Now if he gets off screen, he'll go back to this little running in the background thing. I don't know how he gets all the way there, but why not? But it's really a pretty easy boss, as I am totally not showing here. He normally doesn't go so heavy on those sonic slicers there. That's actually the charged form of the sonic slicer. But what you gonna do? And now, cutscene time. Well, after we get our weapon. The sonic slicer does exactly what its name implies. It shoots boomerangs quickly. They bounce off walls. It's kind of like the Gemini laser from Mega Man 3. As we can see, or rather as we'll see later, they're very sharp. Back to our shadowy friends, though. And again, everybody's talking really slowly. But now back to the best music in the game. And that's Dr. Kane, by the way. He was alluded to in the last game, but we haven't met him. He always has his eyebrows cocked, and so he's always, like, looking at you in a really baffled way, and so it's really amusing. For whatever reason, these X-Hunters have decided to steal Zero's parts. And in order to get them back, we have to fight them. You don't actually have to fight them, that's what those doors from earlier are for. If you don't fight them, you have to fight an extra boss later. I'll explain more about how that works in the next video, I think. But for now, we're going to go back to Wheelgator's level. Have to pick up one little thing towards the beginning. And we can just get through this part really quickly. But we're going to go get the only other worthwhile upgrade in this game, which is the arm upgrade. It really does the same thing as in the last game, in that it lets you charge up your weapons and shoot an extra powerful shot. But this time it's a double shot rather than one super powered shot, which you might think is kind of worthless since the enemies have that window of invincibility that you have. But for whatever reason, your second shot doesn't count for that. So you can fire both off, one right after the other, and they'll both register as damage. Excuse me. Looks kind of neat in this game. I like the red glove looking things he has. But with the demonstration, we will be done, and I will see you all next time.